I was raised in a very, very orthodox family, and from a lineage of rabbis on one side, German rabbis, and on the other side, a Baal Tshuva father. So very, very intense and rigid, and I escaped as quickly as I could, and started to just go on a journey around the world and study anything I could, Christian mysticism, or going to ashrams, study different kinds of yoga and meditation. And again, it just feels like that all of that's back there. But just to say that it's always been an alive river for me. This journey, this seeking Hashem, seeking God. So I was married to a Christian minister for years, and paradoxically, it was through that marriage. I told you I had rejected Judaism, and it was through that marriage that I was deeply impelled to revisit my birth religion through other eyes, through a different lens. I was free. I had been disowned. My family disowned me when I told you they were orthodox, and so I was really free. It was a wonderful feeling for a while. It was also very painful, but I didn't have the baggage, and I could reinvestigate this lineage and reinvestigate this tradition from fresh eyes. There was nobody breathing down my neck to do it in any way whatsoever, and I was careful to come to this town where there was no expectation of me at all. I was a healer. I was a psychotherapist and a Reichian healer, and so I could do whatever I wanted. And so paradoxically, it was through the very devout Christian mystical friend who became my husband, and we parented a child together. We brought in a child together, and it was through that marriage that I was reignited back to my birth religion, and at that point, when in that journey, I met Reb Zalman, and he began to open all kinds of doors for me that had been certainly closed. I was intermarried, and I had done everything wrong that could possibly be done wrong. So, but he was saying, "Oh no," he was saying the Shechinah is stirring the pot of humanity, and blending boundaries, not keeping people apart now. This is the Shechinah's will, to be intermarried. What do you like? Don't go away. Stay here. Study it. And he would just open door after door. I began to study with him, and it was all this river that flowed through. So it was a very powerful karmic journey that ensued, and I became ordained when I was still with Evan, my Christian husband, and that still lasted for several years, and then our purpose had been fulfilled, and we parted ways. A very, very big part of my journey is about retrieving and reclaiming the feminine soul in Judaism, but in life, that has been so submerged and so just devalued, and that unfolding, the cracking, the deconstruction and cracking open of the old God forms has been a very powerful journey for me, and that has been part of my teaching too, of people, is giving them permission to deconstruct God images that are old and don't carry holiness. They don't carry the power, the mystical power, the numinous power that they need to. It started long, long ago when I had this tremendous body experience, this powerful, powerful body experiences that was clear. So body and dreams for me. The body experiences that the goddess was taking me over. It happened in the, and I do believe that many women have this, but perhaps don't understand it mystically, as I did. But it was clear that it was the Shechinah, or the goddess, the feminine face of God that was coming through in my life, was powerfully telling me when I needed to get pregnant, telling me how to do this, telling me, guiding me all through that path and of motherhood, but far beyond that as well. Really talking to me, revealing herself as different forms and through different dreams with different faces. Sophia, or Chachma, and through the Shechinah form, through green Tara. It's not necessarily Jewish faces or names, but a powerful, that river of the feminine has been a very, very big revelation for me, of God revealing herself and talking to me about the terrible imbalance that's been perpetrated over centuries, and having the need for the earth, the need for humanity to rebalance that. So that's been a big piece too. I would say my two biggest voices have been my dreams and my body. And neither one is terribly well institutionalized in any organized religion.